Hi, I'm Megan from the Creative Vegetable Gardener, and I'm here in my front yard vegetable garden. This winter, imagine serving garden fresh produce straight from your yard for holiday dinners. I do it every year. And I'll let you in on a secret. I actually think that the fall is the best and the most underutilized season in the garden. I love having a fall garden, and I'm excited to share with you the possibilities for your own garden. This is an excerpt from my free mini course, Introduction to Extending Your Harvest with a Fall Garden. Let's dive in. It's the end of July and I'm standing here in my front yard garden, and I have to admit, even though it's the middle of summer, I have been spending some time this week thinking about my fall garden. It takes a little bit of extra energy to motivate yourself to do some fall plantings at this time of year, but believe me, it's totally worth it. I personally have been feeling a little bummed out about my summer garden the last couple weeks. I recently had to pull out 35 pepper plants because they were very diseased. The Japanese beetles are destroying my pretty pole bean trellis. And sometimes when I come out here in the evenings, the mosquitoes do not leave me alone. Honestly, what really keeps me going is thoughts of my fall garden. This week I told my husband I'm going to redeem myself with my fall garden. And fall gardening can often be easier than it is to garden in spring. Insect and disease pressure is much less. The weeds grow more slowly. The days cool down, and it's much more pleasant to be out in the garden than in the middle of summer. And as plant growth slows down, when vegetables are ready to harvest, they can hang out in the garden for much longer than they can in spring. Honestly, the fall gardening season could be my favorite of the whole year. So I thought I'd take a minute and show you what I've planted for fall so far in my garden. In this bed, I harvested the garlic I planted last fall. I immediately turned around the next day, prepped the bed, and planted 5 rows of carrots. Last year, I was harvesting carrots that I planted in July in the snow in December. I also harvested most of the 350 onions I've planted this year, and again turned around the next day and immediately replaced them with 5 rows of different color beets. We'll definitely be eating these beets for Thanksgiving dinner. I have a favorite roasted beet recipe that I like to cook. In the coming weeks, I'll be planting more fall vegetables like arugula, spinach, cilantro, salad mix, and much more. There are actually 28 different vegetables you can grow in your fall garden. In my garden in Madison, I usually start planting about mid-July and go through the beginning of September. This video was the first one in my free mini course, Introduction to Extending Your Harvest with a Fall Garden. With the right plan, you can harvest and grow cool season crops way past the first frost of fall and into the darker months of winter. You'll amaze everyone you know when you're harvesting fresh food from your yard during harsh weather and unexpected snowstorms. Head over to the link below the video to get access to the next 5 videos in this free mini course. In video number 1, you'll learn about the 5 best vegetables I recommend starting with in your fall garden. The second video will help you get excited for all the possibilities for your own garden when I bring you along as I harvest food for Thanksgiving dinner. You'll also learn how to find room for your fall plantings and the best cold weather varieties to grow. And in the last video, you'll create a sample fall planting calendar to help you get started so you know exactly what to plant and when. Click the link below to start watching now. I'll see you over there.